everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Pluto of Pluto's Muse here, back with another timeless pick a card reading, and this one is in honor of the transition between Libra to Scorpio season. All right, I'm actually filming this prior to Scorpio season starting, but happy birthday, Scorpio. Happy birthday, Libra. All right. This reading is for everyone, but let's celebrate together. This reading is intended to highlight some of the things that you do that are currently unintentionally seductive, the quirks and random things that you may not know are seducing people, but they are. You have 8 options to choose from on the screen. Please choose more than one option if you feel drawn to more than one option. And if you enjoy this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. All right. Let's get started. Hi, Pot 1. You're the pile that chose image 1. Before we actually get into your message, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 31, 26, 22. What number is that? 13 and 14 as the most relevant numbers. Somebody could be an Aries or a Taurus. Someone could be a Leo or a Virgo. A Scorpio. Someone could be a Taurus or a Gemini. I'm seeing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have these placements anywhere in your chart. You don't have to be these signs. This could also be the signs that are unintentionally seduced by you. Pile 1, how are you unintentionally seducing people? I don't know why I'm getting like a bit of an awkward vibe off of this pile. And I don't think it's unintentional. So yeah, I don't think you're intentionally awkward. Like I think some of you have a tendency to be awkward on occasion. Not always though. Like maybe you come off really calm, cool, and collected, but you teeter, pile 1, you go back and forth. You go back and forth between being very closed off and maybe very to yourself, and then possibly more open. And it kind of feels like when you are more open, it is due to circumstance. So let's say you're being put in awkward situations. You need help with something. You are alone with someone and it just seems like the polite thing to talk to this person. You're not strong enough to do something. Like, again, I'm getting this like help vibe. Or maybe even somebody needs help from you and you didn't expect it. Like there's an energy here of some level of awkwardness going on. And I feel like in the most awkward or caught off guard moments in your life, this is when you are unintentionally seductive. Okay? Because what some of you don't realize is that some people are not expecting you to be as empathetic. I don't know whether it's because you come off cold. Some of you could be older in age. You don't have to be. Or maybe there's something that's very like wise and stoic about your energy. Or maybe even the people who are interested in you or who feel seduced by you are older in age. But I'm just getting this vibe of like you coming off very put together and to yourself. But when you are in moments of vulnerability or when you are willing to let your guard down and speak to someone, you're seducing these people. So if you normally come off on guard, like I remember the picture of the woman in this one, she's like on the train reading her phone. Let's say you are in a scenario like that. Let's say you're commuting, excuse me. Let's say you're commuting to work, or I don't know, you're in an Uber, or you are on a bus stop, or you are standing in line somewhere, or you're just doing something that you don't technically need to communicate with another person. Even in the Uber, sometimes they ask you like, oh, is it okay if the music's fine? Or, Should I, do you have your headphones on? Do you need the air on? Do you need this? Sometimes they ask you these things and you can say, oh, I'm listening to my music. Like, I'd rather stay quiet, and they'll leave you alone. But there's something here about like maybe people initiating conversations with you, or maybe catching you on a day when you actually are pretty vocal, or maybe they don't expect you to be that vocal and then you are, and them being shocked by how you actually show up. Because maybe you come off way more, like you look way cooler or way more stoic than your energy actually is. Somebody in here is like a bit, again, I'm getting like an awkward vibe, or maybe even like a nerdy vibe, or there's a certain level of curiosity that you have when you're speaking to people, or just when you're looking around, and when you don't know other people are looking, that is seducing others. Like, let's say you see a butterfly, or you see a leaf somewhere, like you're looking at a tree, or again, like with this whole bus stop thing, you're looking at your phone and you're laughing at a joke. Or you are seeing a butterfly and you're like, oh, pretty butterfly, or how beautiful. You see flowers and you're like, oh, beautiful. Or, I'm also getting the energy of someone that's like eating something or drinking something and it's like really good, and you're like, like this is so good. Like things like that, for some reason, is turning someone on, or just people on in general. Now, for the people who do get to have a conversation with you, if they get your opinion on something, or if they're having a conversation with you and you share your opinion, they love how honest you are. They love how honest you are. They love how in depth you go when it comes to a question. This person's like, which shirt should I choose? And you're like, where are you going? What time's the event? Who's gonna be there? Like, what should you do? Okay, like now I'm thinking about it, and maybe you should do this. And one time I had this shirt and I didn't really like that. I don't know if you should have that. Like, if somebody asks you for their advice, how do you feel about the political climate of the United States? You'll go deep, 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 deep into depth if you are passionate enough about it. Somebody asks you about something that's a hobby of yours, you're telling them about how much you love astrology, or you're telling them about how much you love this activity, or this space, like like this thing that you do. Or maybe there's people who are telling you about themselves, and your level of interest in them while listening is seductive. Because again, they don't expect you to be that open. Some of you are also very expressive. Like when people are talking to you and they don't expect you to talk to them. I'm getting something here about like your facial expressions, or like the things that you're saying. Like if somebody's saying like you are an active listener, Pile One. You are the type of person where if somebody's telling you about something, you're like, oh no, wow, that's amazing. Like you could be responding to what they're saying. That's amazing. Wow. I love that. Okay, I've never heard of that before. That's so interesting. No, I didn't know that. Like I'm getting somebody in here is like responding in ways where people are like, I don't know, people are amused by how you're responding. People like how you listen. People like how you talk in this pile. People love your honesty. You're very honest. Again, like to the point where people are like, wow, I didn't expect you to be that honest. I didn't expect you to have that opinion. I didn't know you were going to respond to me like that. Somebody's like, is this shirt ugly? You're like, it's a little bit, a little bit ugly. Like something about it's a little off. They're like, damn, really? You're like, yeah. But it's like, they're like, wow, like something about that is sexy. Like you just said that. You just told me that. Like, wow, you just said that to me. Yeah, I'm getting like people are shocked by how you're just saying things to them. Would I be wrong if I did this? You know how some people bring up hypotheticals? I feel like some people may even want to break the ice with you and bring up hypotheticals and things, and maybe don't expect you to be as vocal when communicating with them. For the people who you do actually respond to, these people are attracted to you, or they think that you're attractive. But again, it feels like it's because you're in your own world, you're in your own bubble. You tend to be on your own. Now, if you choose to come towards people because you need help, that's also very seductive. The times where you seem a bit weaker or confused, or you're like, can you help me with this? How do I do this? What should I say? Like, I'm not sure how to work this thing. Can you show me? People like seeing you confused because they get to be up close and personal with you, or they like to gain your attention, and because that seems like it's pretty hard to do. You don't seem like the type that's that open. People also like when they say things or do things that throw you off. So if somebody says something and it makes you a bit frazzled, or even if you just look frazzled, like if some of you are like, struggling with something like your bags, or you look like you're trying to hurry up and get yourself together to go somewhere, or, you're zipping up your coat. Like, it's weird things. Again, this is very unintentional seduction. I feel like it's the small things with you. People are romanticizing you, pile one. They're watching you do things. They're watching you do things when you don't know they're watching. Or I feel like some people are initiating conversations with you just to see what it's like to talk to you. I don't even know if they really need your help. Or if they really, I don't know. Or maybe sometimes when they're talking to you, again, for some of you, people are just simply wanting your attention, and that's why they're speaking to you. For others of you, these people do need your attention or do need your help with something, but they don't expect you to be attractive, or they don't expect to be, they don't expect to be as attracted to you once they get your attention. It's something about how you're communicating, how you're responding to things, how you explain yourself, maybe even your voice, and, like the inflection in your voice. Like, again, I'm getting like this, wow, no, I didn't know. You saying things that make people go like, wow, this person, they responded like this, or they said this like that, or they lit up. Your energy goes from being very closed off and maybe very almost hidden to being lit up. Yeah. They still like to watch you when you're not focused on them, though. Some of you, people are seduced by you being at peace in your own world and focused on yourself. But when you actually need their help, or when they get your attention because they need yours, they are seduced by the conversation, by your mannerisms, by the honesty that you have, by your voice, by the little tidbits of knowledge that you have, by your passions. If you're telling them about what you love, or if you get passionate about a subject, they love that. Like whatever you're passionate about, pile one, people love to hear about that. If somebody asks you about something and then all of a sudden you're like, don't get me started. Like, I'm about to go in. They're like, go ahead. Like, and you'll go in and they're like, wow, like this person is so attractive for knowing so much. Definitely your brain in this pile. Your intellect and your brain is very seductive. All right? Yes. Your optimism is very seductive. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Pile 2, you're the pile that chose image 2. Before we actually get into your message, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 10, 6, 27, 44, 8, 16, and 35 as relevant numbers. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Libra. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, and Gemini as the most relevant signs in this pile. Could be yours, could be the people or person that is unintentionally seduced by you. Okay, for some of you in this pile, you could be in a relationship. You don't have to be. This could also be how the people who you are romantically interested in or who are romantically interested in you are unintentionally seduced by you. For others of you, this could even be past people that are unintentionally seduced by you or who have been in the past. When they were unintentionally seduced, this is significant. Let's see. I'm getting a good split of people in this pile as well. There's definitely masculines and feminines in the energy. So I'm going to try to give you different perspectives on both sides of the coin. First off, across the board, I feel like something that is unintentionally seductive about you, pile 2, is your ability to forgive. If you're around people that have made mistakes in your life or who have done things that have like irritated you or, you know, something that they just know probably would have rubbed you the wrong way, the fact that you're able to forgive them is very attractive. Okay? Some of you are like real chill, like unbothered. Doesn't matter. Like, and for some of you, the reason why it doesn't matter is because you might not be, you come off as chill, but you might actually not be that chill. You might actually be strict. Some of y'all are actually strict. It's not that you're chill. It's that your standards are set up a certain type of way to where, you know, people can't really trigger your boundaries or bother you any because it's like, I'm getting like an energy here where people will disqualify themselves. Okay. So this is the energy of someone where it's like, oh no, I don't have to cut you off. You'll cut yourself off. Okay. I'm cracking up. Somebody in this pile, you strict. Somebody in this pile is strict. Somebody in this pile is kind of strict. Somebody in this pile, and if this is between you and a lover, you know, some of you could even be a bit sassy, or witty, or I don't know, like you're very direct. Some of you don't make any moves unless you want to. It's kind of even stubborn as well. Some of you don't make any moves or any decisions unless you want to in this pile. And this is unintentionally seductive. People like the fact that you're a bit headstrong, that you do still choose to be at peace. Like I don't feel like this is the pile of someone that likes chaos. But this is also an energy of a person that is willing to speak their mind. Okay, so if something is off, you'll have the discussion. If you feel like there's something that needs to be addressed, again, like you're going to the person. Man, woman, person, doesn't matter. Some of you are very direct with people. If they mess up a little bit or they do something wrong, it's like they'll know. They'll know because either you tell them or you're gonna avoid them. You're gonna ignore them. You're not gonna worry about them. Not the same way you were when they were on your good side or something like that. Or something like that. And that is unintentionally seductive. Your imagination can be very unintentionally seductive as well. Pile 2. Some of you guys are very good with your imagination, your creativity. What you're capable of manifesting or just envisioning for yourself is very magical and beautiful, and people love this. Some of you stay hydrated. You're always drinking your water, or your skin always looks really glossy and pretty, and this is very unintentionally seductive. Even though, you know, healthy skin would be attractive to anybody, or even drinking water is good. It's always a good sign. But I'm getting something here where like it could be literally when you're drinking it. Like maybe some people are watching you drink water or watching you. You know what I'm getting? The energy of someone where it's like, if you had the option, this might not be for everybody in this pile, but I am getting for someone in here. If you had the option between something real, like crazy to drink, whether it's like an alcoholic beverage or something really like sweet or syrupy or anything like that, some of you would prefer the water. Like some of you are like, I'd much rather have water. Or you're always going to get a water. If you get a juice, you got to get a water on the side. Or if you, some of you could be really particular about the water you drink as well. Something about this pile a little bougie. Something about this pile a little bougie. You got a little bougie vibe, pile two. And whoever you're dealing with, they like this. Yeah, they like this. They also really like how you, what do you call it? Comprehend things. You know, like reading comprehension, like when you read something and then you have to dissect it. I'm getting the energy of someone where it's like how you choose to comprehend things, where when people tell you information, or when you're intaking other people's information and you have to break it down and think about what it was about or all this stuff. Or again, if you're having arguments with a partner and they're giving you their side of the story, or you're telling them theirs, like you're telling them your side, there's something here about how you broke down the conflict, or you analyzed everything within some sort of situation, and I don't know, gave this person a different point of view. Some of you are really good at like explaining things to people. I'm even getting like storytelling. Somebody in here, you're really good at storytelling. And not in like a lying type of way. I'm getting like when you have to recap something for someone, people like when you recap stuff. Or when you tell them about a memory. People also love, okay, this is so crazy. Well, this isn't crazy, but this is actually really sweet. People really love when you are curious about them. Because again, I'm getting this strict vibe off of you, pile two. So maybe some of you aren't always the most curious of people. Like you're not always asking people questions unless you really care about them. So when you are actually like interested or talking to someone or getting to know someone, people love this. Especially your love interest. Your love interest love being like one-on-one, face-to-face talking to you about something, or maybe even over the phone. Like they love hearing you talk. They love hearing you ask them questions and things like that. Or they just love when you look like you care, or you're very attentive towards them while speaking to them. Now, the thing that was like weird but actually funny is the fact that I actually think these people also love when you remember what they said and you like reiterate it back to them, or you say it back. So like if somebody tells you a story or tells you about something and maybe they say like, you don't remember that, and you tell them what they said, or you're breaking down something, like let's say somebody tells you some sort of story about something that happened earlier in the day, and you kind of leave it alone, they walk away from it, it is what it is. You might take a second and like really think about it and come back and be like, you know what I thought about that thing earlier, or you know what I just realized, or now that I think about it, like it's something about you breaking down what people tell you and like helping them either understand it better, or you like looking at the little details and things like that. Something about how you break stuff down in regards to communication is significant in this pile. Some of you are very analytical people. I'm getting you're very smart. Yeah, I'm getting you're very smart, but it's something, there is something here. First off, some people could be intimidated by how smart you are. It is very unintentionally seductive. I don't know if these people don't expect you to be smart, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. Some people don't expect you to be smart, pile two. Some of you are super attractive. I'm also getting two, some people may not expect you to be, I don't know, like it's not that people don't expect you to be committed, but how you choose to operate in the world may be like confusing to some people. They don't know whether you're committed. You look like the type that would be committed, or you look like wifey hubby material, but They don't know. And that's also unintentionally seductive. When people are talking to you, but they can't tell whether you are single or taken, which is very odd, right? Some people love when you recommend things to them, health wise. Somebody in here is really health conscious. If you tell them like you should drink this type of tea, or you should take this type of vitamin, or you need this amount of hours of sleep, or you should do this or you should do that. Like, I'm getting something here about people being attracted to that as well. Especially if you're a masculine. Feminines, you could be that same exact way as well. Or maybe when you approach people with that type of energy, you could be in a masculine energy when you're discussing certain health things. But I'm getting an energy here of someone being a masculine that knows a lot about health. Something else that's unintentionally seductive to people is if you are ever around other people of another faith and you are like coexisting with them, or you're willing to be very supportive of them, or you embrace what it is that they believe in, that's seductive. All right. If you don't celebrate a holiday, but you're supporting the holiday or anything like that, that's very seductive. Masculines, if you have longer hair, first off, your hair is significant. You could be long haired, bald. It doesn't matter. Something about your hair is unintentionally seductive, especially if it's like a little messy or something. Or if you don't have hair at all, then that counts. But I'm getting something here about messy hair. Somebody's music taste in here is also very seductive. Some people may not expect your music taste, the things that you like, or some of you are putting people on to music. That's very attractive. When you share music with people, if you have a song that you want to share, or you tell someone that they'll like this song and it is something that they would like, they love that. Is there anything else? Some of you, you're just very, like, you are unintentionally seductive, but some of you are just very blatantly attractive. I don't know if you're just physically attractive or what. Some of you are very like obviously attractive. So you could be unintentionally seducing people just simply by existing. I do feel like that's the case for a lot of you in this pile. But the added things are like, again, the things that people gain by being with you. Or the little like, I don't know, the little weird things about you that people notice, maybe even while you're around a partner. People also really love your gratitude, the way you're super grateful for things. Somebody in here, there is somebody that is unintentionally seduced by being on your bad side, or like being left in the dark. If they're confused about how you feel about them for some reason, that is very attractive. Or if they're confused about whether you're actually in a relationship right now or something, like if this is someone that you left behind and they don't know whether you're taken or not, this could also be someone that's like attracted to you. Because I don't know why. I don't know why they're attracted to the idea of you like possibly not being available, but they like that. They like the idea that like if you guys broke up or if you're not talking or whatever it is, that there's somebody else that has your attention. Maybe this makes this person want to chase or compete, I guess, but that's what I'm getting. So if you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 3. You're the pile that chose image 3. Pile 3. Numbers and signs that may be relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 35, 29, 48, and 31, along with 19. All right, somebody could be a Leo or a Virgo, a Scorpio or a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, a Aries or a Taurus, a Scorpio or a Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy. Pisces, heavy. Aquarius, heavy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo may be significant in this pile. Okay, so pile 3. You're very mysterious, pile 3, without intending to be so mysterious. There's something here where it's like, this is giving me don't judge a book by its cover, because some of you look very sweet and unassuming, but you actually are very intuitive. And what's unintentionally seductive about you is the fact that you forgive, but you don't forget. You forgive, but you don't forget. You also, again, have knowledge in things like esoteric knowledge. You could be a reader. You could be an intuitive. You could be, I don't know, you're just like a mystic. You're some sort of intuitive. And how you show up when it comes to people is like, you seem very loving, you seem very compassionate, you seem very intuitive. You feel like there's a certain level of depth to you. Like talking to you feels like there's a certain level of depth to you. You're very self-aware, you're very woke. And I don't know whether people assume that because you're like this, I don't know. Like, I don't know who you're coming into contact with. Maybe you're coming into contact with people who don't really believe in what you believe in. Or you're coming into contact with people that automatically assume that if you're spiritual, or if you are someone that is really intuitive, or someone that is really emotionally intelligent, that you're open. But you're not, though. Or you're not really desiring what these people want from you. You may have a lot of people around you that want you to be a permanent fixture in their life, or want you to show up in a way that seems very stable. But you're actually kind of a runner. You show up like a runner. And it's not always because you just want to run. Like, you're not avoidant. I wouldn't say that you're avoidant. Some of you can be, but I'm getting more so a vibe of someone that like you trust your gut. So if somebody gives you a reason to not trust them, you won't trust them. You won't show up for them the way that they want you to. You won't come back around. You'll ascend past them. You'll leave their life with love. You'll leave their life with love. These people may really want to work on things with you. I don't know if you have a certain level of status or like celebrity even. But if you are someone that has like a lot of attention on you as well, that may also be a thing. Like, people may assume like, oh, because you have attention, or, I mean, some people assume that people who are popular are mean. But something about how you show up in the public eye is like, you're not that mean. You're not mean at all. I'm not saying that you are mean. I'm just getting this energy in the power where it's like, you're not what people expect. Certain people that come towards you with the anticipation of one thing get another side. And you'll really trust your gut. If you feel like somebody is karmic, if you feel like somebody doesn't deserve an apology, if you feel like someone needs to leave your life, if you feel like your guides told you to cut somebody off, you're doing that. And that's really attractive to people. People like the fact that you listen to a higher power when it comes to who you choose to be around. For some of you, these people are watching you have fun with other people. Like, this could be people from the past. Some of the names or some of the signs that I named, could be signs of people from the past. Like, there's an energy here of people being able to watch you have fun or enjoy your life, or be your best self outside of them, and that being very seductive. These are people that are watching you from afar, that want to make amends or want to get your attention, but no longer feel like they're in alignment with you. And at one point in time, you may have been very sweet, or you were like, I'm getting like a trial phase. Some of y'all phase people into relationships. Like, some of you aren't giving people the full extent of you until they prove that they're worthy of having that energy. So you may put them through like trial periods, or you put them through like a testing phase. And if they don't pass that testing phase, they're cut off. Because you really know what you want, and you honor how you want to feel. This is attractive. This is unintentionally seductive. For some people, it's almost attractive that they feel bamboozled by you. Like the idea that you're coming off so nurturing and then they realize that you have a backbone or that you're like way stronger, way more controlled than you actually look. Like maybe you look really soft. Maybe you look really soft. Maybe you look really sweet. Maybe you look really nurturing. Okay. Very huggable, very kissable. Some of y'all look really like sweet. Like something about you real sweet. So because you look so sweet and loving, it's hard to imagine you being mean. So when you are actually mean, and it's not real meanness, like I'm not getting you're a mean girl or mean guy. I'm getting like once you get your guard up, you're really like guarded. Yeah. Once you don't want to be bothered, you really don't want to be bothered. Is this the picture of the cat? It's giving cat vibes. Like cats can be finicky. They either like you or they're not liking you for real. And I'm getting like some of y'all moody. You may be a bit moody. You're like, listen, I'm not feeling you anymore. At one point, you might have been feeling them. You might have been really cool with them. You might have wanted to be around them. You know, you wanted to bond with these people. And then all of a sudden you got the message that they were weird in a bad way, not in a good way. You got an inkling that their energy was off or that they wanted to like swindle you or they wanted to be weird with you or that they just weren't in alignment with what you were aiming for and you cut them off. Some people really love your style in this pile. Some of you guys wear really like funky prints or interesting pieces, things that other people wouldn't wear, and I'm getting that is unintentionally seductive. People like how unique you are. You could even have unique hair colors or like styles and things. Like you wear things and do things that other people may view as unconventional. And they like this. They like that you're like this. Also, if any of you are Native American or have any type of like rich culture behind you, people also love this. Whatever your culture is, if you're proud of yourself, if you're proud to be Latino, if you're proud to be Russian, if you're proud to be Black, if you're proud to be African, if you're proud to be Indian, like I'm getting somebody has pride in something and people like your pride. You could be in the LGBTQ. If you're proud to be in the LGBTQ community, if you're proud to be a spiritualist, something about you being proud of yourself. People like this. They like your confidence. Yeah. I'm also getting too, like I said, you might wear unconventional outfits, but it's the way that you rock it that is very attractive. And for some of you, this is when you dress up, yes. But then on like other occasions, I'm getting like this is like a regular day. Like some of you could be taking the trash out, and you know how they say like the outfit. There's like outfits where it's like you don't want to be seen in them. Like the most random of outfits, you got on like this random hoodie and the most random pajama pants or this random shirt and these random shorts with these random slides or something, like some sort of random outfit. Your combat boots with your Christmas pajama pants and like a random tank top or something with your leather jacket on. You're coming outside to take out the trash or to take out the recycling or I don't know, to read a book. Somebody is seeing you and they're attracted to you. It doesn't need to be seductive for some reason. Or like maybe you're talking to your friends and your friends are like, what the hell do you have on? But it's like for some reason the way you don't care is like, damn, that's hella attractive. You didn't even intend to look cool or to just look effortless, but you do. Some people like your off guard face or like when you're scared. The times where you don't look the times where you look vulnerable for some reason is very unintentionally seductive. So if somebody scares you and you like make a face or you look like or you're like whoa, like don't do that, stop. I'm getting that's seductive to somebody. Somebody likes when you look scared. Okay, so I don't know how you should take that. That's probably the person you cut off. That's probably somebody you're not talking to right now. Somebody likes when you look scared. So yes, this is like somebody you're probably not around. People also really find it attractive that you utilize your anger and your sadness and your negative emotions to transmute into artwork. If you're someone that uses what you go through as motivation to create something, you get into an argument with somebody and you make a pick a card around how to heal from certain situations. You get into you break up with someone and now you're writing music about the breakup. You go through something with a friend and now you're writing something like a post around how to heal these things. I'm not getting shade per se. Like, I'm not getting that you're shady. You're not throwing shade at anybody. You're transmuting things. Like, you're not taking the route of shaming anybody or making anybody feel bad. I'm getting like some of you are utilizing what you've gone through and using it as fuel for topics or like things that you do. You could be a dancer in this pile. Some of you, it's like somebody makes you angry and now you're doing a dance to a song that's like an angrier song or a sadder song. Like, I'm getting some of you release these emotions in very beautiful ways. And this is very unintentionally seductive. Some people also are like, there's a duality to you, Pile 3. You may look very sweet and look very, again, like innocent, but there's something about you where, like, I don't know if it's your music taste, I don't know if it's your style on occasion, but it's the way you're able to switch between one or two or more energies. Like, some of you could be really sweet and really compassionate and all of this stuff, and then it's like you listen to music that, like, you're listening to like hard rock or something like really sexual, or you're listening to things that are like really aggressive or something. Like, there's something about how you kind of like throw people off that's really unintentionally seductive as well. I don't feel like you're doing it on purpose. Even if you are, I don't feel like you know how seductive it is. Like I said, like, maybe you come off really put together and spiritual, or even if you're not put together, you come off very like la 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 la, like, I'm not paying any mind to anything, I'm just living my life. And then all of a sudden somebody catches you on a day when you're going out or when you're in the mood to kind of like, again, transmute your energy. Some of you may actually transmute through fashion as well. So like, normally you wear really like fun clothing or really random pieces, and then somebody gets on your nerves and now you got your Princess Diana little black dress on and people are like, damn, like, that is unintentionally seductive. And I feel like it's unintentional because some of you aren't doing it to get other people's attention. Some of you are just doing it as like a pick me up. Like, this isn't for someone else. Like, you're just sad for real. Or or you have to make yourself feel good. Like, you're not dressing up this way to get other people's attention. You're dressing up this way to represent your mood. Like, you may dress based off of your mood. You may listen to music based off of your mood. You may make artwork, again, based off of your mood. And something about you switching up your moods and things and creating things based off of these moods is very seductive. Is there anything else? Your listening skills or hearing abilities. If you have a really good ear, people love that. You could tell people what you heard and they're like, you're right, I did say that. Or somebody says something slick under their breath and you're like, yeah, because I heard you when you said that. They'll be like, oh, wow. Yeah, like, maybe you know how to read between the lines, Pal 3 as well. Some of y'all are reading between the lines, or you're remembering things people tell you that they didn't know you'd remember. That's unintentionally seductive. For some of you, your hair is very unintentionally seductive. Didn't I say that? Somebody's hair in here is very nice. Also, when you're really enjoying yourself, if you're someone that like is enjoying themselves, it's something about enjoying yourself when you're not getting along with certain people. See, some people do that as a way to get back at somebody. Like, I went to the club because you made me sad. I went out to dance because you made me sad. I went out for drinks because you made me sad. But for somebody in here, it's like, This isn't performative for you. If somebody makes you sad, you're like, I need to dance. I need to get dressed up and hang out with my friends. I need to do this. And it's like, some of you don't realize how seductive that is, because I don't think, not everybody in this pile is doing it to get somebody's attention. Like, you might not even post it. It's just the fact that you did this thing, that you went out, that you chose to, focus on yourself and live your life instead of wallowing over someone that is attractive to somebody. If you do end up going out and again, you're looking kind of sad, but not really sad. I'm getting like tough, like something about your energy. I don't know. Something about you. Something about you, pile 3. That's all that I have for my pile 3s. Pile 3, I hope that made sense. I also hope my voice didn't bother you any. I don't know why it's so squeaky right now. That could be relevant. Maybe you have a really unique voice, and that's unintentionally seductive. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 4. You're the pile that chose image 4. All right. Pile 4, I started channeling so much when I got into this pile. I'm so tickled by this. Let's get into the numbers and the signs first. And then we're going to get into your message. Also, let me get this out the way. I forgot that this was the picture of the lady on the corner, or who's like standing with the umbrella. But when I got into the pile and I started shuffling your tarot, I was hearing, going back to Honolulu so they could get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. So somebody in here, you could be an Aquarius, or you could like Kid Cudi, or you've been seeing that trend. But in the trend, he's like hanging from the... people are hanging from the street light, or not the street light, but like the corner street light. I guess it is a street light. The sign. I can't describe it. If you see the trend, just look it up. Just look up Kid Cudi trend or something. Maui Wowie trend. Some of you could be smokers or anything like that, or maybe you give off that vibe. Others of you, I'm picking up on like this real like carefree on the corner vibe. You could be like in your own world, pile. Are you hearing my stomach? Oh my God. Why is my stomach so loud? I'm cracking up. Anyway, it must be because I haven't eaten. I should have ate before I got on this camera. Anyway, it's early in the morning. The other few piles I didn't. It was at night, but this one's in the morning, and I'm I'm sitting here drinking tea, and I shouldn't be drinking tea. I probably should be eating. But anyway, hopefully my stomach doesn't make any more noises. But anyway, I don't know. Is that relevant to you all? Maybe you ramble, or you could be sharing things and people are like, okay. Why is this pile so funny to me? Why is this pile so funny to me? Okay, let's keep it serious. Hold on. Okay, we're back to the regular scheduled programming. I was going to say in this pile, I got the Maui Wowie trend. Some of you could be the type that are following trends. You don't have to. Some of you are very strong. Like you may have like upper body strength or like unexpected strength. I don't know why that's a thing. That could be unintentionally seductive. Some of you are stronger than people expect. I'm getting physically strong though. Like maybe you lift up things or do things and people are like, damn, I didn't know you were that strong. They like that. OMG, my stomach. Should I stop? No, I can't. Also, before I got into your pile, I was hearing, like while I was shuffling, I heard Maui Wowie, and then I heard oof, like the term oof, like when somebody does something and it's like bite knuckle, like damn, like something about you, pal. For maybe very oof. I don't know how to explain that. You don't even know how attractive you are. You don't know that what you do is that attractive, or some of you, it could just be people seeing you, like when they see you and you're just living your life, and I don't know, like something about your energy is very seductive in general. All right, you may just be naturally seductive. Let's get into the numbers and signs. I'm seeing 45, 11, 30, 44, and 26. So somebody could be a Virgo or a Libra. Someone could be a Scorpio or a Sag. Someone could be a Pisces or an Aries, an Aquarius or a Pisces, a Leo or a Virgo. Somebody could be born in 88 too. They don't have to be. I'm also seeing Scorpio heavy, Capricorn heavy. All right. So you could be any of the signs that I named, or these are the people that are attracted to you. You're being unintentionally seductive to these people. Someone in here mixes feminine pieces and masculine pieces of clothing, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. It's giving me Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi does that. But I'm also getting to, like, outside of just Kid Cudi, you could be a feminine that likes to mix up your clothing. So you wear masculine hoodies with your little leggings. I don't know. Or you're wearing pieces that could be unisex. People like this. People like that you're able to do both. You can be very masculine one day and very feminine the next day. Because when you are very feminine, or when you wear something feminine, some of y'all like are real feminine. Like, your body may be really nice, Power 4. I'm getting, like, if you ever wear anything bodycon, or if you ever choose to show your body, parts of your body, you know, when you're not wearing something baggy or when you're not wearing something cozy, I'm getting your body is really nice. Masculine or feminine. Some of y'all, like, masculines, you could be wearing something baggy one day and then all of a sudden you wear like a t-shirt that's like kind of tight and people are like, I didn't know you look like that. I didn't know your legs were like that. I didn't know your arms were like that. Yeah. Something like that is going on with these. Yeah, somebody in here, it's a masculine in here who got like a really, who has really nice like thighs. Like, your thighs might be really nice. Like, you might not know that people are really attracted to your thighs. Or your hair. I'm getting, like, it could be a masculine in here with longer hair. Feminines, you can have longer hair too, but if we're talking about, you know, having some level of like fluidity here, you could have shorter hair. It doesn't matter. Some of you carry like this like goddess, god type of energy as well. Something about you feels very regal, royal. You could have Leo placements. You don't have to. I'm getting like a strong Leo type of energy. Like, somebody in here, you embody like big cat vibes. Like, you come off like you are the king or the queen of the jungle. Even when you're not trying. It could be in social interactions. Some of you, I mean, even with the picture of the woman, again, she's like on the corner, she's holding herself, she's just standing there on her own. I feel like people love how confident you are on your own. You show up like you like to be on your own, Power 4. Some of you tend to come off like you are just like, you take your time when it comes to interacting with people. They like this. I'm also getting some of you, if you're like content creators, I said somebody is doing content. If you're content creators, you could be artists, you could be readers, you could be musicians, you could be intuitives of some sort. If you're the type of person that takes their time when it comes to posting and then you post, people love that. They love that you take your time, because when it is time to pop out, you are always on point. Or you are always like on time. Like, somebody in here, if you are an intuitive, you're very intuitive. Some of you say the right thing at the right time. Some of you are also multi-talented, and this is very unintentionally seductive. When people find out about all your talents, all the things you're capable of doing, they love this. Somebody in here likes to hang around different types of people, or they like different types of music. You're very multifaceted, and people think this is unintentionally seductive. You like things that they may not expect you to like. You know, if there's certain stereotypes around a certain race of people or a certain type of person, people like that you are unexpected. There's something unexpected about you. I'm hearing Beautiful by Pharrell and Snoop Dogg. Somebody just wants you to know that you're their favorite girl. Oh, I love that. Somebody thinks you're their favorite. But it's funny because I think you are their favorite. But it's funny because you have this side of you where it's like, you come off very closed off and a bit rigid. People like that. People like that you're hard to read, that you can be closed off, that you can be a bit cold. But then like they catch you like at other times and it's like you're having the time of your life. You're a comedian. Somebody in here is really funny. Yeah. Somebody in here is really funny. You're unexpected. You are the type of person that makes somebody's day, pal, for you don't even know that this is your energy, or maybe you do. There's something here about you making somebody's day. Like if people don't see you often, or people don't hear from you often, or if you're not always around, it's like when you pop up, you are making somebody's day. When you speak to these people, you are making their day. Somebody in here could be in the LGBTQ community, or you are like a heavy ally. And if you are a heavy ally, people love that. If you're very supportive of other races, cultures, beliefs, orientations, things like that, people love that. That is unintentionally seductive. You want to know what's funny? This reminds me. There's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name right now. He's like a streamer, but he talks about a lot of different things. He talks about other people. So there could be a certain level of like gossip to his channel, but not really. He's really informative. I can't remember his name though. He's a black man. I don't know what his name is though. But he was talking, right? And he's a black man. He has a gap. He has like a low fade. Do you know what I'm talking about? Somebody in here knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, he was talking in a video, right? I like stumbled across his video. I don't normally watch like everything random that pops up on my timeline, but I was like, let me watch this man because he popped up and he always pops up. Let me see what this video is about. And I think he was like talking about other streamers, and he was bringing up a scenario where some of the streamer guys they invited some sort of girl over, and they were like talking to the girl. He was talking about like Drewski and a girl that Drewski was talking to amongst these guys. And Drewski made a joke that was like inappropriate, where he had like a blindfold on and he was talking to the girl, and he was like, well, like, are you really a girl? Something like that. Like something like ignorant. And the guy was talking about, like, he took a whole second within the video of him talking about a completely different topic. He took a whole second to say, like, I think it's super ignorant for these guys to make a joke out of this person, like, potentially being trans. Like, he was like, there's tons of beautiful trans people in the world. Shout out to people who are in the trans community. You are supported on my channel. And he was like, but also, she's very clearly a woman. Like, she, you know, these men know who she is. They're clowning her and all of this stuff, but it's very clear that she's a woman. So they're just, you know, dumb for making those jokes, and quite frankly, you know, tone deaf. Like, they don't understand the type of audiences that potentially could be watching them, and they don't care. They don't empathize. I don't know what it was about him saying that. I don't know what it was about him saying that. I don't know what it was about him. And I believe he's heterosexual. I don't know what it is about him defending trans people in that little section that did it for me. But I immediately subscribed. I was like, this man is a real man. He fine. He empathetic. I love him. And I was like, automatically, I'm like, I don't know why that sold me. Like, he was already funny. He was already interesting while he was talking, and he was making valid points. But him taking that second, and it wasn't the longest second in the video, but him taking that second to acknowledge that trans people are still people, and it's not like, you shouldn't make it a derogatory thing to make fun of these people, whatever it is. And that he was supportive of them on his channel. Even if he wasn't one, he was supportive, and he was like showing all my, you know, trans followers love. Him doing that, I was like my heart was like, oh my God, you are the sweetest. Like, I love you. And I don't know, like, it seduced me. It seduced me because automatically I'm like, oh, follow, like, subscribe, like, you got me. And I feel like, and I don't think he was doing it to pander. Like, I think he was genuinely serious about that. But I don't think immature men, and maybe even immature women may not realize that being inclusive and being accepting and being secure enough in your smexuality to say things like that is very attractive. So when he said it, I'm like, damn, like, that's how I'm getting. Like, somebody in here, you are the type of person where it's like, you don't care what you're wearing or what you're doing. nobody can label you if you don't accept that label. And there's something like that going on. Like some of you are so comfortable within yourselves that you can't be labeled, or you can't be put in a box, or I don't know. And this may be something that you've had to work on. Like maybe in the past you weren't as vocal or open about what you believed in, or you weren't as I don't know, as confident within yourself, or as strong. Some of you are very strong right now, very confident, very vocal, very fearless. Like something about you feels fearless, very present in your body. Okay, very grounded emotionally. People can't really shake you up in this pile. That is unintentionally seductive. Yeah. I'm also getting to somebody in here. You could be the type of person that, I don't know, there's an undertone of like smacks in your energy. So I don't know if you're the type of person where you can like very openly have conversations about sexuality. I don't know if I should censor myself because, you know, YouTube is weird. Some of you are very open about conversations around sexuality. Some of you are very accepting of other people. Some of you are very comfortable with your own sexuality. I'm getting the energy here too of like, you could have conversations with people about smex and sexual things and it be very matter of fact. And I mean, it's turning them on. Even the idea of you having these conversations. And I'm not getting like, you know, some people are gonna intentionally have a freaky conversation and it be like, ooh, like, you know, we're making this, we're dirty talking, like we're doing this. Some of y'all don't really dirty talk. Some of you just say what it is, like what you would do, what you don't do, what you do like, what you don't like. Maybe you're even like liking posts or saying things that like, I don't know, that really highlight the fact that you're comfortable with your sexuality, or that you are someone that is very sensual, or you are someone that is wise. Even you may come off very wise in the bedroom without saying anything. You know how else too people know this? Because you, again, are very vocal about what you do and don't want. If you're someone that's like, I don't like that, I do like that, I want this, I don't want that. Like if you're someone that is very vocal in that way, or even like a bit opinionated or something like that, some of y'all are turning people on, because I think that they are correlating that with you telling people like, I don't like that in the bedroom, or I do like that in the bedroom. Like they automatically feel like, oh, like this person would know how to give commands. Like I'm getting somebody's like, oh, okay, like you gonna tell me what to do? It's like you come off like you telling people what to do. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know what else I'm hearing too? That song with Scar, where she's like, skinny bitch come through. Skinny bitch come through. Like thick bitch come through, or something like that. That song. So some of y'all, you could be tiny, you could be thicker, you could be all inclusive. You're like, again, I'm getting this all inclusive vibe. Maybe you don't have a type. All right. Somebody in here could be pan. You might not have a type, or you're just someone, if you're not pan, you could still be hetero, or you could be in the LGBTQ or whatever it is, but maybe you don't have a type. Like you're just very, I don't know, like you're just very mature, and I keep hearing like seasoned. Like there's something about you that feels seasoned. Maybe you season food well. Maybe you know how to cook. Some of you are very creative. You know how to cook. You know how to paint. Some of you, what's unintentionally seductive about you is your ability to how you touch people as well. I'm getting, when you put your hands on people, you might not even mean to make it seductive, but it's like grabbing somebody's hand, or I don't know, handing something to somebody. If they touch you, or they touch your skin, or you touch their skin, people are turned on. Okay. This is funny to me. You can also be a bit stoic. Pile 4, some of you, when you listen to people or you're talking to people, like you might not have much emotion. Like you do have emotion, but you're like very intense. Something about you intense. Your eye contact can be intense. People love that. Also, if you are in a relationship, You seem very loyal. You seem very loyal. When you're in a relationship, you're very loyal to your partner. So some of you are like, maybe even a bit possessive. Like you're sitting on your partner's lap, or you are like making sure you sit next to your partner, or they're sitting on your lap, or they're right by your side, or people like that. I don't know. I'm getting a real strong energy of you just being real solid, real sturdy. Okay? That's what I got for this file. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 5. You're the pile that chose image 5. Before we actually get into your message, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 21, 41, 7, 23, 22, 18, and that is it. Somebody could be an Aries or a Pisces, a Taurus or a Gemini, a Cancer or a Leo, a Taurus or a Gemini again, an Aries or a Pisces, no, an Aries or a Taurus again. Somebody could be a Pisces. I'm seeing Virgo or Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius. This could be your sign, or this could be the signs of someone that is unintentionally seduced by you. Why? How are people unintentionally seduced by my pile number 5s? Pile 5, it's the way you don't give a damn. It's kind of weird because some of you, when I say don't give a damn, I don't really mean it in a way where it's like you're cold-hearted. Some of you can be a bit cold. There's a dichotomy to you, pile 5. I'm definitely picking up on the energy of someone that teeters between being like distant but still very welcoming or open or just hard to miss. You're receptive when you want to be, but it's only when you want to be. Like, you definitely have days when you are open and out there and people are like, wow, this person is so fun. This person is so happy. This person is so bright. This person is so grounded. Some of you look really good in red. Okay. You could be unintentionally seductive when you're wearing red. But I'm getting this energy of like some of you being very, I'm seeing red, black, and blue. Okay. I know that's random, but I'm picking up on this. Green could also be significant. Those colors could look really good on you. Red, black, and blue, or green. But what was I saying? Yeah, there's something here about you being like very accepting and open and kind to people. But then there's other times where it's like you'll be very forgiving of people. Okay? Or there's times where people have seen you be very forgiving and that was really unintentionally seductive. Like you were like, you don't have to feel bad for that, or it's okay, like I forgive you, or whatever it is. But then there's other times where like you aren't as open. Like you're open to connecting, but you're not open to committing. Or you're open to, like you're open to forgiving, but you're not open to forgetting. Something about that is going on in this pile. People like this. People like how delicate you are with animals or children. Okay, that is unintentionally seductive. If you're very like loving towards your animals or children, people are seduced by this. They love to see how you interact with your kids or with your pets. People are unintentionally seduced by your, I feel like something about your aura, and I brought this up in another pile. Something about your aura feels very old soul-y. Like something about you feels like an old soul, or even to a certain degree like you're from a different time period. Okay? Like you've been reincarnated. People pick up on a reincarnated vibe from you, pile 5. There's something about you that feels like you've been here before. They can tell that you're very smart. I'm also getting the energy of someone like, because I just started hearing Heard It All before, which is by Sunny Anderson, I think her name is, or Sunshine Anderson, I can't remember. But some of you guys have that energy too in this pile where it's like, you just can't be impressed. You can't be bothered. Some people are unintentionally seduced by how you're kind of like, yawn. Like somebody's like, hey, look at me. You like this? And you're like, I've seen it before. Or they're like, hey, you don't want to date me? Like some of you could have a ton of options, okay, in this pile. You could be very attractive and have a lot of people that are attracted to you and who want to talk to you, but you may choose to be single. This is very attractive. Or like you can leave connections behind that other people may view as ideal. This is very attractive. Yeah. Some people love how you prioritize your healing. Like you're not too stuck on being in a connection if it's not helping you grow. There's something here about the way you release your energy or like cut cords or release old emotions that's significant. Like even if you're like, I'm not getting that you're bitter. You're not a bitter person, pal. Even with me saying the whole thing where it's like yawn next, I'm not getting like that's coming from a space of I hate men or I hate women. It's more so like you just been there, did that. Some of y'all, these could be people, the people who are attracted to you could be younger people, because I'm getting the energy, or maybe there is older people that are attracted to you in this energy, but I'm getting the vibe of like people feeling like you're so mature. You may attract younger people. Younger people think you're just so mature, like you've been through it all and, you know, you've been married before and you don't want to be married again, or you've been through these types of relationships before and you don't want to deal with it again. You have worked in that type of space before and you don't want to work there again. Like people, you've had experiences that people have prayed for and you weren't impressed. And this is unintentionally seductive. If people talk to you about things that they think you would like, or you have conversations with people about the things that they like and you're kind of like, it's not that great. They're like, really? You're like, yeah, it's not that great. I've been there. This could even be about regular things like restaurants and things. They're like, have you ever been here? And you're like, yeah, it's not my favorite. Have you ever heard of this movie? You're like, it's not that great. Like, I'm getting something about you being unimpressed is attractive. Because they feel like you know something better. You being unimpressed to them is a sign that you have better taste or something weird. Like, I don't know. And that could be true. Like, you could have another idea that's better than whatever it is that these people are bringing to you. But there's something here about, like, even if you don't bring up something, there's something here about you being unimpressed that is very attractive. This could even be a thing where it's like you're unimpressed by people trying to be very show offy with you. If you're around a bunch of men or women that are like, look at me, I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive, right? You like this, right? You could be the type of person that's like, like, you know, I've dated a lot of attractive people. I'm looking for someone of substance now, or I'm looking for someone that's smart, who has character, or, you know, depth or something like that. And people are like, ooh, like, I didn't expect you to be that way, especially if you're very attractive. Pal, 5, some of you are very like conventionally attractive. So when you tell people that you like depth or you want someone that is more, I don't know, well-rounded, they like that. That's seductive. They're like, okay. Either they want to become that for you, or they're like, I don't know, they like being like not being able to meet your standard. They're like, dang, they're out of my league. People like when you're out of their league. Because I think it's an ego boost to know that they're talking to you, or that you're even giving them time, even if you don't date them. Some of y'all are just talking to people that are attracted to you and they're like, oh my gosh, this person's talking to me. Like, I'm so attracted to them. I want to be with them. But they know that they don't have a chance with you. You're seducing them by simply being like, you don't meet my standard. They're like, ooh. Woo. Like, that is attractive. I don't know why. I mean, I get it, but I don't know why they're like really like harping on that. Like, why is that unintentionally seductive? I'm also getting to like I said, if it's not just that, there's something here about There's something here about too, like where it's like, yeah, you want depth, but I'm also getting like money doesn't impress you. You like money. Who doesn't like money? But you'll leave a man with money if he doesn't respect you. Or you'll leave a woman with money if they don't, if they're not loyal, they don't value your time. You're not impressed by money. People can spend money on you. I mean, you'll buy yourself stuff. People are unintentionally seduced by how you take care of yourself. Some of you have gone on like picnics by yourself. You go and you take a trip on your own. You could be a single parent in this pile. You could be taking care of your kids on your own. Or if you're not a single parent, it's like you are just someone that tends to be solo, wants to be solo. Like maybe you do want to be in a relationship, but you're okay with being on your own, and they love that. Some people may also really love your connection to the divine. Yeah, like your connection to God, the divine source, spirit is significant. It almost feels like that's who you're in a relationship with. Okay, so now I'm getting nun vibes. I'm getting some nunnery type of energy. Like you have devoted yourself to spirit, or you have devoted yourself to your healing in a way that makes other people feel seduced by the fact that you don't want to be with them and that you'd rather heal or focus on your faith. Somebody in here is also very self-aware. People love your self-awareness. You may be the type of person that like recognizes that you can change the mood in the room if you change your attitude or if you change your perspective. Okay, I'm also getting to how I said the whole thing about not being impressed. This also works in the same type of situation or scenario where if you're dealing with someone that's easily impressed by things, or they're like, I'm not doing my best, I should have this, I should have that, I should be here. If you're the type of person that reassures people and you're like, why would you need that? You don't need that. That's not important. You should have this instead. You should do this instead. If you're the type of person that lets people know, like, it's not as bad as they think it is, like you're reassuring people into feeling like they should be secure with themselves, they should let that thing go, they should believe in the future, they should heal, all of this stuff. Something about that is very unintentionally seductive. Like I said too, I'm bringing up this whole like reincarnated vibe. I also get an energy here where people feel like they may have reincarnated with you. And when they come into contact with you and they're talking to you and they're interacting with you, for some reason, the bond that feels like, I don't know, the bond that you share without speaking feels very seductive. The energy and the power that you hold over them. This could even be like if you're in the public eye, if you're seen by other people, something about people feeling connected to you without actually talking to you is very unintentionally seductive, because they feel like they know you. They feel like they know you. They feel like they, could have been cool with you or loved you at some point in time, or I don't know. It's like an unspoken love. People feel like they love you without fully knowing you. And this is unintentionally seductive. Also, like I said, your connection to your guides or to God is significant, to spirit. People like how you have a lot of faith. All right. Even to the point where, again, like you might not be impressed by people because you feel like you have another partner coming in or a better option coming in. And some people like the fact that you believe in that you know that you deserve better and that better is coming. All right. So that is all that I have from my pile fives. Thank you so much for watching Pile 5. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, Pile 6. You're the pile that chose image 6. Before we actually get into your message, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 7, 25, 15, 11, 33, and 55. All right. Somebody could be a Cancer or a Leo. Somebody could be a Cancer or a Gemini. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Somebody could be a Cancer or a Gemini. Again, heavy on the Cancer in this pile. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Libra. You could also be a Libra. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, heavy in this pile. These are the signs that are most relevant. You could be these signs. This could be the people that are unintentionally seduced by you. Okay? There's a weird mixture of energies in this pile. I feel like there's more than one thing, of course, that makes you unintentionally attractive. Pile 6, but overall, I feel like the reason why you are so seductive is because you're confusing. You're confusing, pile 6. Pile 6, you're confusing people. Some of you are unintentionally seductive when you're confusing people. And it's funny because I don't think these people realize, like, from your perspective, you are hesitant. You're indecisive. You're overthinking. But to these people, you are confusing because I feel like these are people that view you one way, but then you show up another type of way, or they view you one way and you are exactly how they view you, but then they see you in other areas of life and you're acting another way. So it's almost like for some people, you are exactly what they think you are. And for other people, it's like you're just picky about who you show up a certain way with. So let me give you scenarios. I think naturally you come off a bit standoffish, or you seem like you're a little standoffish. You look like the type of person that doesn't want to talk to others, or maybe even meet new people or join the conversation. Like some of y'all come off closed off. A lot of observing, not a lot of talking. Watching very heavily, but again, not speaking. And some of you could be very beautiful or very handsome at that, but I'm getting like quiet and attractive to some people equals mean. So there's a lot of people that initially think you might be cold or mean or closed off, and for some reason that is attractive. Some people like the fact that you appear a bit high maintenance or better than them, or picky about who you talk to. They think that that is seductive. They think that, you knowing your worth, maybe being a bit bratty, or again, being a bit pretentious is attractive. Even if you don't view yourself that way. Somebody in here is like, I've met plenty of really beautiful people who are just shy, and I'm getting this energy where it's like you could have that type of demeanor. Like you're a little shy, but you're also very attractive, and people are interpreting your shyness as you being mean or stuck up, but they like that. They're like, "Damn, I know that person thinks they're better than me. I love that." So that's unintentionally seductive. Now, for others of you though, you might be kind of quiet or shy or like to yourself initially, because you're observing. But when you do open up to people or look like you're making an effort to open up to people, there are some people that are so attracted by the fact that you've decided to, I want to say, like, you've decided to be fair, or like be balanced, or like to reciprocate. Some of you, I'm not going to lie, there might be a lot of people that meet you that feel like they shouldn't be talking to you. And I know that sounds crazy. For somebody in here, you might not think it sounds crazy. You're like, no, like I am closed off, or I make it that way. But for a lot of you in this pile, if you chose this pile, you are seen as very attractive by people. And there could be a lot of people that put you on a pedestal. Some of you, it's because of your talents. You may be very intuitive. You could have some sort of like air of mystery around you. Some of you come off very seductive, very attractive. Your body could be beautiful, regardless of size or shape. Like I'm getting somebody in here, you're very aesthetically pleasing, very ideal to a lot of people. Pile 6, there's a lot of people that are romanticizing you at this point in time, or who do romanticize you when they see you, and they assume that you're mean or cold or stuck up because you're not talking to them. But for the people that you do choose to engage with or talk to, It's giving me the vibe of like, your highness. Like people, people like feeling like they've been graced with your presence. You showed up to the event, so therefore they're important too. You made an effort to talk to them, so therefore they're important too. You acknowledge them. Like something about you choosing to acknowledge people is unintentionally seductive. And for some of you, the reason why it's unintentional is because, again, in the moment, you aren't playing a game. You aren't trying to come off like you're mean or shy. Or I mean, you, I don't know if you're trying to fight coming off shy. Some of you are not trying to come off mean. And what is running through certain people's heads is that like maybe like you don't even need to be here right now. Like there's something about you moving in spaces and people feeling like this person does not belong here, or this person doesn't even need to be here right now. Somebody in here is like misunderstood. I don't think people realize that like you could be the type of person that doesn't receive a lot of compliments or may not even have a lot of people around you. Pile 6 may have even had trauma around certain friendships and things because people have pulled their energy back from you or like been weird with you, or love interest even. Again, like people may not be giving you all the compliments you want or something like that. And I feel like the people around you assume that you've never had any negative experiences at all. Like these are people that feel like when you choose to be kind to them, it's like rare. Like it's like, oh my gosh, this person's being so nice to me. How? I must be special. You know, oh my gosh, this person's flirting with me. How? This person's dancing with me. What? Like I'm getting something. For some of you, these are people of other races. If there's people who are outside of your culture or outside of your race interacting with you, these people view you as being so beautiful and so grand and so above them. Even though you may feel like they're regular people and you're a regular person and it isn't that deep. For those of you where you are putting yourself on a pedestal and you are very selective with your energy because you just feel like, you just rather be alone or something like that. It still has the same effect. Like there's still people who are like in awe of the fact that you choose to purchase things from their shop or go to their restaurant or hang out with them or, do the kind gesture. Like there are people around you that are like unintentionally seduced by you being kind to them. They're already seduced by you. Some of you are very attractive, so they're already seduced by you. But you choosing to be nice or you choosing to do the right thing or you choosing to be like, again, like doing something that they don't expect is what makes you unintentionally seductive. It's a small thing to you. It's a big thing to them. Yeah. Like you, some of y'all are just attractive in general, but you choosing to interact with people is unintentionally seductive. This is cracking me up. Because you come off like you don't need to talk to people or that you don't want to talk to people. So when you choose to talk to people, they're like, wow. When you say thank you to the person who opens the door, they're like, wow. When you when you are being nice to somebody's pet, like you stop on the road to be nice to somebody's pet, they're like, oh my gosh, like not this beautiful man or this beautiful woman petting my dog, like looking at my cat, like I'm getting somebody in here, you're being kind to people. And they are seduced. Again, like you chose to be at this event, they're seduced. You chose to shop at this restaurant, to go to this restaurant, they're seduced. Just to know that you chose to be there is seductive to these people because you seem like the type of person that's particular about who you're around. For some of you, you're closed off because of trauma. For others of you, you're just naturally shy. Others of you, I'm even getting an energy here where like either some of you have been attractive all your life and again, maybe you've had traumatic experiences and all kinds of things happen to you because you were attractive. So like these people don't realize that your closed off like demeanor is because of your experiences with being beautiful. Not like you're a mean person, but just because you've had people be mean to you for no reason because you're beautiful. Others of you, you could be like a late bloomer. Like maybe you weren't accepted a lot when you were younger, or maybe you were like you had an awkward phase, or you were an ugly duckling at some point, or you just weren't as beautiful as you are now. And there's like this energy here of, or maybe you just didn't feel included. Even if you were beautiful, you just didn't feel included. And now it's like, now that people want to be around you, or that you're in situations where you technically are being seen as like very attractive, you just don't act like the average, beautiful person, like, or the person who is working off of their pretty privilege. You don't act like that type of person. You don't show up that way. You're very humble. You're very humble. You're very kind. Some of you care a lot about nature. People think it's so attractive how much you care about animals. Like some of you could be outside with the birds, and you love a cat, and you're like honoring the earth, and you're grounding yourself, and you're around all these butterflies, and you're not afraid of a snake, and you taking pictures of, praying mantises, and you're taking pictures of all kind of animals, and people are like, "Oh, like why do you love animals like that? Like that's so attractive. Like why are you like this?" I feel like people don't expect you to be so grounded. They think you're a bit more materialistic. They think you're a bit more, again, like pretentious. They think you're a little bit more judgmental, even. Like, there's people out here who are definitely judging you all wrong. But because they have these negative assumptions about you initially, even if they think you're beautiful, like the negative assumptions, for some of you, these negative assumptions aren't coming from a space of like, who does he think he is? Like, who does she think she is? Some of those assumptions aren't like that. Some of the assumptions are more like like I said, it's almost like oh, this person's not coming into this restaurant. They are too pretty. Oh, this person is not going to sit next to me. They are too attractive. Oh, this person is not going to be nice. They don't even have to talk to me. They don't even need to listen to me. They don't even need to respond to me. Like this is how people feel. Oh, this person is not going to, listen to what I have to say. And then some of you communicate with these people, or you do something that just shows how humble you are. And they're seduced because they're like, what do you mean you're nice? What do you mean you're kind? Like, I don't know. Some people are really putting you on a pedestal in this pile. Some people feel like you are very wealthy. You are very blessed. You are very attractive. Like, you could be a celebrity, or you deserve to be a celebrity. Again, these could be people of other cultures, or this could be people within your culture. But again, I'm getting something here about like, you could be going, like you could be traveling somewhere. You could travel, or you could be in places where there are people of other cultures, a mixture of people. And again, like amongst these people, you're still seen as like top tier. And they're just putting you on a pedestal because of this. Like, it's a privilege to be around you. I'm even getting the energy of like somebody messing up your order, and they assume that you're going to be like very mean, and they're already ready to like assist you or help you out. They spill your water, and they're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like this person's going to be so mean to me." And you're like, "Oh, no worries. Like I'll clean it up." Or that's okay. Like, I'm getting like you're way more kind than these people assume. And for some reason, that is unintentionally seductive, because you don't even realize that this is how people are viewing you. You don't realize that people have these assumptions about you. Yeah, like you don't know how high of a pedestal people are putting you on. For some people, interacting with you feels miraculous. You being patient with them seems like magical. You being able to empathize is crazy. Like, these people are shocked by how kind you are, or how fair you're willing to be. Somebody's like, I nicked your car a little bit when I was parking it in valet. Like, I'm even getting I'm even getting like a stuttering vibe. Like, somebody's like, hey, I nicked your car on the side when I parked it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And you're like, oh, that's okay. Like, I'll, my car's already dinged up, or I'll fix it anyway. Or, oh, we forgot to put the cheese in your thing, or I forgot to put the cream, this type of non-dairy cream in this thing. And oh my gosh, oh my God. And you're like, it's okay. I'll just take it how it is. Or you could just make me another one. It's okay. Like, that's fine. I'll wait. I'm getting like you just being a nice human being is unintentionally seductive because people don't expect you to be that way. You're just fine. Yeah. And anytime you look like you're just happy, I feel like a lot of you tend to be on your own. So again, people love watching you when you aren't noticing, and they think that you're attractive. You're seducing them just by living your life and doing your own thing. Like, you don't have to do anything to seduce them. You just exist and you're seductive. But when you're nice to them, that like adds on to the fact that you're super attractive. And that is unintentionally seductive in this pile. All right. So that's all that I have for my pile six. Pile six, I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed that message. Please choose another pile if you feel drawn to another pile. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile seven. You're the pile that chose image seven. All right. Before we actually get into your pile, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing 1, 31, 15, 49, 29, and 23. All right. Somebody could be an Aquarius or a Capricorn, an Aries or a Taurus, Cancer or a Gemini, a Scorpio, Aries or Taurus, a Scorpio or Sagittarius, a Taurus or Gemini. I'm seeing Leo here as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy in this pile. Scorpio, Aries may be significant. You can have those placements in your chart. This could be who you're unintentionally seducing as well. This pile is interesting. Somebody in here, before I got into the actual reading, like filming the reading, I was hearing I can tell that you're in touch with your feminine side, which is from Your Love by Nicki Minaj. Somebody could be a Sagittarius. So if you are a masculine in this pile, some of you have a good balance between your masculine and feminine energy, but some people are unintentionally seduced by you being a bit feminine. Okay. Regardless of what you're into or what type of person you like, some of you are really in tune with like your feminine energy, your Empress energy. Yeah. Some of you are really in tune with your Empress energy. So like you could be very nurturing. You could be very patient. You could be very receptive. You could be a homemaker even. Some of you guys know how to cook. You clean. You do the laundry. And that's not to say that this is just what women are supposed to be doing, y'all. Please don't be that type of person. But I am getting an energy here of like whatever traditional roles people assume or like traits people assume women or feminines would have, you also may embody that energy. Now, if you are a feminine, maybe you are someone that normally is operating in an energy of being a bit more masculine. All right. And that doesn't have to be a negative thing. Like you may be a go-getter. You may be someone that takes the lead a lot. You may be someone that is, making the money and doing all these different things. And then there's something about you like falling into your feminine that makes people feel seduced. I don't know if they don't expect it from you, they don't see it often or what, but there's something here about like, I don't know, you not taking you not taking action. Like some people like when you take action. There's a mixture of energy in this pile. Some of you, what's unintentionally attractive about you is the way you continuously are reborn, the way you are always going through changes. Why am I getting the energy of someone that like, I'm going to tell you about how like more than one person feels about you. But for somebody in here, I don't know if you're in a relationship or if there's someone that like loves you that like isn't talking to you, or if you are, If there's like somebody that feels like they know you, I'm getting like a I know you better than other people type of vibe. Somebody in your energy may feel like they know you. Maybe they see themselves in you. But there's this vibe of somebody like secretly being seduced by you because they feel like they know you, or they know why you're acting a certain way, or they know why you do certain things. Um because some of you have a like just have certain ways with you. Like I'm getting somebody in here, the people who are, this either is a partner, or this is someone that like has liked you for a long time, or this is someone that has been watching you for a long time, or something. Somebody has been observing you. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's not like a lot of cards out here that are giving me that vibe. I'm picking up on somebody that's like observing you. They've seen you go through changes. They've seen you evolve. They've seen you learn from certain spiritual experiences. You could be a Christian. You don't have to be. Or some of you are just really like conscious. It's like Christ consciousness. Somebody in your energy feels like, I don't know, when it comes to feminine energy as well, there's a lot of emphasis on creativity and manifestation abilities, and, even down to like aesthetic and things. Like I'm getting some of you are very aesthetically pleasing. Some of you are very creative people. Some of you, make art or make music or make certain meals. You know how to cook. Like, but you also know how to let other people take care of you. You switch. You keep switching. Somebody in here, are you a switch? I'm getting somebody switches a lot. They go between being very like forward and action oriented, and then like, I don't know, docile and to themselves. Yeah, you switch energies. Sometimes you are mom or dad. Other times you are baby. I'm getting that. Somebody switches between being like the person who has to do a lot for other people, and then the person who needs assistance. And somebody is seeing this and they think that is seductive. But I feel like this could be someone that sees another side of you, or who has seen other sides of you, softer sides of you. And this is why they're seduced by this. Some people are unintentionally seduced by how romantic you are. If you're someone that talks about wanting to be in love, taking a chance on love, desiring connection with people, this is something that is seducing someone, or people in general. People love how romantic you are. You could be a hopeless romantic. You could romanticize life. When you talk about romantic things, these people are like swooning. They're like, oh, again, especially if you're like a masculine. It doesn't matter who is in this pile. Like I said, the energy is really balanced. But I'm also picking up on this vibe of like, if you are a masculine who is majority masculine, like you're always in your masculine energy, you don't really talk about your emotions, things like that. If anybody has ever seen you be a bit softer, or you've been softer with them, or they've gotten to take care of you, or show you love, or they just know that you're soft on them, like you could be nicer to them than other people. There's something here about this person being seduced by that, like knowing that you have a soft spot for them, or knowing that you are willing to lower your guard for them. But same thing for my feminines. If my feminines in here are like the type that are always focused on, growing and thriving and doing certain things and taking care of business and, getting things done and being respected. Like I feel like you're the type of person that a lot of people respect, Pile 7. This person admires this about you, but then they also like when they get to see you soft, like when you're not doing anything, when you're being really cozy, when you are, I don't know, some of you have a very nostalgic energy as well. So some of you guys like to like, I don't know. You I'm getting somebody that like this is giving me Cancer vibes for some reason. Somebody in here could have a Cancer placement. You don't have to. Um, but it kind of makes me feel like, or even Taurus. Taurus can be like this. There's like this vibe of somebody like just wanting things to kind of be how they are. Like, I don't know, you have a routine or you have certain things that you like to do, certain things that make you feel comfortable. And for some reason, this is unintentionally seductive. Like if you have a comfort meal or you're like, I don't want to, somebody's like, you want to try this new restaurant? You're like, no, let's just go to where we normally go, or let's just do this thing. Like, let's just do this. Like, I'm getting some of you are like, this is even giving me the vibe of like, some of you are the type that work all day and people are like, oh, you want to go out? You want to do your thing? You want to do this? You want to do that? Like, you come off like you really want to do a lot, or that you're always on the move or you're always on the go. And then like, when it's time to go out or something, you're like, we could just chill. Like, let's just stay home. That is unintentionally seductive. Somebody likes how you're just like, let's just chill. Like, we don't have to do too much. You wanted to go somewhere, like they're like, yeah, we should go out. Okay, let's go out. Let's go out. And then it's like, or you're like fighting for the invite. Some of y'all want to be invited places. You're the type of person that's upset when you're not invited, but you might not show up. Pile 7, you might not show up. And for some reason, that's unintentionally seductive, because people were like, why would they even want to go? Why did they act like it was such a big deal that they wanted to go and they just ended up staying home anyway? Why did they act like they, why do they act like they want to party all the time? And then all of a sudden, it's like when it's time to be social, they don't want to be around people or something like that. I don't know. That type of like energy is attractive to someone, seductive to somebody. A lot of people are trying to figure out how to get on your good side or how to get into your energy or how to see the other sides of you, or like even to like how to maintain that energy. Like if you are someone that, for somebody in here too, I'm also getting the energy here where like if you aren't a woman that operates a lot in your masculine, or like if you're not always on the move, some of you actually could be more in your feminine, and maybe sometimes people catch you in your masculine. Like if you're someone that's always playing it cool and you're like, you're still sweet and stuff like that, but it's like if you're always playing it cool and not taking action, it's like there comes a day where you're just like, hey, let's link up, or what's going on? What are you doing? Or, why aren't you talking to me? Like, where are you at? I feel like when you are taking the initiative, that is unintentionally seductive. Because some people are like, you don't want to hang out with anybody. You want to hang out with me? And you're like, yeah. For others of you, it's like like I said, it's still a you don't want to hang out with anybody, but you want to hang out with me vibe, except you don't initiate. It's kind of like somebody's like, come hang out with me. And you're like, okay, can we just do something cozy though? Like, I don't want to do too much. Or can we just vibe? Can we create? Can we cook? Can we talk to each other? Like, somebody is also seduced by, there is somebody, I don't know who this is. There's somebody in your energy that feels like you love them or you think about them, but you don't say anything to them. Some of y'all know who that is. I don't know if this is like a friend or, I mean, clearly this is a romantic thing. I don't feel like this is a friend. I mean, it could be, I don't know. But some of y'all, there's like something here where someone is like, I know you want to hang out with me. I know you want to be around me. I know you want to hang out with me. I know you want to call me. I know you want to see me or you want to talk to me, but I don't know. You're like acting like you don't, or you don't have the you don't have the energy to do so, or you are so focused on yourself and the things that you want to accomplish that like they're just going to have to catch you when they catch you or something like that. But it's like they know what you're doing. Even when it's like you're not talking to them, they know what you're doing. Some people like the fact that you're a bit predictable. It's like you're unpredictable and predictable. You you have things that are like real like steady things about you. People know what your favorite thing to eat is for like dessert, or what it is that you're going to want at that restaurant, or they know what you're going to, what you're going to want to watch or whatever it is. Like some people know what you're into from one standpoint. Like they're like, I know this is what you like. I know that this is your thing. But then there's other areas of life where you're just really hard to predict. And somebody in here may really like the challenge of trying to like predict you. Like they're like, damn, like, okay, this is going to make them want to hang out. This is going to make them want to talk to me. This is going to get their attention. They're really going to like this. I don't feel like it's coming from a malicious space either. Like people like having to figure out what you like. I think they enjoy seeing you happy. Some of you, another thing that's unintentionally seductive about you is how comfortable you are with your body. Some of you are very comfortable in your body. I don't know if you're someone that's comfortable being naked, like you like being a little naked, or if you're someone that, if it's not about being naked, it's like you're just comfortable with your body. If you have a smaller body, you like your little body. If you have a bigger body, you like your your bigger body. You like your plush body. Like somebody likes their body. And this is unintentionally seductive. Because maybe people, I don't know. I don't think people expect you not to like your body, but it's like the things you do, the way you move even with your body is like, people are like, you really like your body. I don't know. You come off very like grounded. This is very like, this could be Taurus energy. Somebody's very in their body and like likes their body, and they're like sensual. I don't know. I'm getting a mixture of signs, but somebody in here, you are complex. You are complex. Some people are unintentionally seduced by your love of animals. Okay? You may really love like birds and deers and all kinds of things. I brought this up in another pile. Somebody in here loves animals. I'm also getting people are unintentionally seduced by if you are a this is interesting. If you are a feminine and you are very supportive of other feminists, or you're just very like, I'm a girl's girl, and you really mean that, not like I'm a girl's girl and you're like phony nice. I'm getting like some of you are genuinely liked by women and like women. Like you really love and like women. Some people are unintentionally seduced by this, men and women. They think it's very attractive that you're so proud of being a woman and that you love other women and you're supportive of other women. For the men in here, I'm getting like, if you are very loving of women, like you could be the type of person that really loves certain female artists, or you're someone that really like respects and appreciates women. That is very attractive. Something about loving women is attractive. You're giving off the vibe of someone that would like buy your a woman in your life pads for their period. Like some of y'all could be women that do that. Some of you are women that take care of other women when they're like going through things that are woman related. Maybe you've helped out women that were pregnant, or you're like always taking care of women. This is unintentionally seductive. But for others of you, I'm getting like, if you're a masculine and you take care of women, that is very attractive. You're like, let me run your bath. Let me buy you pads. Let me rub your stomach. Let me rub your back. I don't know, let me make this meal. Let me get your stuff together so you can get ready for bed. Well, yeah, like the feminine side, the part of you that's like, let me do this because I know you're going to want this. That's so sweet. People love that about you. And if you are a feminine, that's still attractive. People are like, oh, not you caring so much about me being a lady. Or even for the women who are dating men, like maybe you're the type of person that's like, let's do this. Let's put this mask on together. Or like, I bought you these pajamas. I bought you this candle. Let's have a cozy night. I bought you these pajamas. Or Let's do like you're just something about you being soft. Like when you choose to be soft with people, this is very unintentionally seductive. Maybe you're naturally this way, or again, this is a side that other people see and they're like, "Oh, like you're so sweet." So that's what I'm getting out of this pile. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Somebody in here also loves Halloween. Somebody loves that you love Halloween. That is unintentionally seductive. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 8. Last but not least, you're the pile that chose image 8. Before we actually get into this message, let's get into the numbers and signs that are most relevant in this pile. I'm seeing Leo. Oh, wait. Leo. Leo, you're significant in this pile. I'm seeing 8. I'm seeing 6. I'm seeing... Oh, wait. What am I doing? There's something... Hold the freak up. Somebody in here, you may do things differently in this pile. Okay, some of you could be, I don't know, like maybe you're unexpected or you're like a switch up. You'd be switching things up, something like that. Numbers that are relevant. I'm seeing 8, 42, 17, 25, and another 42. 42 could be significant. Somebody could be a Leo or Virgo. Cancer or Gemini, a Leo or Virgo again. Yep. Cancer or Leo, Libra, a Scorpio, or a Sagittarius. I'm seeing Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as the most relevant signs in this pile. This could be your energy or the people who are unintentionally seduced by you. Based off of the image alone, I feel like a lot of you who chose this pile, for some reason, I really was like skimming through Pinterest and I was like, I need to find a picture of a woman with minimal makeup or like who doesn't have a lot of makeup on, because I know that somebody in here, that's like why you're unintentionally seductive. Because that is very unintentionally seductive. Some people are very attractive without makeup or without much. Like your skin is beautiful, your hair is beautiful. You don't have to do too much and you are seductive. Somebody in here, if you were drawn to this image, I feel like that is definitely why you were drawn to this image. Or this is something that is appealing to other people about you. Even if you're someone that's like, no, I don't really like how I look without makeup, or no, I don't really like how I look when I go to the gym or my downtime or anything like that. It's unintentional. So again, maybe you don't intentionally want to be seen as attractive, but some of you are very seductive without trying, even on your off days or even when you aren't trying. Or I mean, some of you, again, this could be a on day for you. Like you could just be the type of person that chooses not to wear makeup or who chooses to be fresh faced, and it's like that's just attractive. If that's your thing, like that's actually very attractive. I feel like a lot of people view you as being someone that's like very real, very raw. You're not for like the gimmicks or the mask or anything like that. Like you're very like take it or leave it. Yeah. Some of you are very take it or leave it. Some of you are very accepting of yourself. This could even be a new trait that you have. Like some of you are becoming very accepting of yourself, of the things that people would consider quote unquote flaws. You could be releasing people out of your life, or like the things in your life that have hindered you from accepting yourself or loving yourself in the past. And now there's like this energy here of you being very loving of self, very healing to yourself and others. And this is unintentionally attractive. Yeah, like I'm getting the energy of someone that's like gracefully aging or accepting who they are, like as days go by, or, the older you get, the more you love yourself type of vibes. This is unintentionally seductive. Some of you are very happy people, or you come off very happy. You prioritize your happiness. This is unintentionally seductive. People love that you choose to do things that make you feel happy, even if you have to do them alone. For some of you, you are single in this pile. You could be someone that chooses not to be in a relationship, or you are like currently in a state of being like, I'm really attracted to, not even I'm really attracted to anything. Some of you are like very particular about who you commit to. This is unintentionally attractive. Others of you, you have a lot of options, but you're choosing to hold back from pursuing them because you could actually have some sort of anxiety around commitment. All right. And this is also unintentionally attractive. People like the amount of focus that you have. Some of you are so mysterious in this pile. You tend to be on your own. You could be a bit of a loner. All right. Somebody in here likes to read. People think it's attractive that you read. That you do some form of divination if you do so. If you're someone that is like saging your space, or you have crystals and things that you use, or you are doing burning bowl rituals, or I don't know, like there's something here about people knowing that you have certain spiritual practices that they find very attractive. Somebody in here looks really good in black. You are unintentionally seductive in black. Others of you, there's something here about you being unintentional. You could also be unintentionally seductive in green. I'm seeing green, blue, black, purple could be significant. Honestly, some of y'all just attractive in general because I'm seeing a lot of colors. Some of you may be unintentionally attractive when you are trying on clothes or trying to figure out what you want to wear. Or maybe when you're switching up your aesthetic, people feel like this is very attractive. Your optimism around your goals and your dreams is very attractive. For those of you where, again, you're like currently single, but it's because you're very particular about who you deal with, some people find it very attractive when you finally do like see someone or want to pursue a relationship. Like when you're in the energy of wanting to pursue love, or like when you are open to love, or you are seeing the beauty in being in love, this is very unintentionally attractive, like seductive, because I think a lot of people are waiting for an opportunity to be with you and they don't know if they have one, or they don't know how to read you. Pile 8, some people don't know how to read you. They don't know if you want to be in a relationship. They don't know when you're like open. I'm getting like an open and closed sign. Like some of y'all, sometimes you're open, sometimes you're closed. Sometimes you're available, sometimes you're unavailable. Like you're closed off. But people like when they know that you're going to be receptive because they want to show you love. Yeah, somebody in your energy wants to show you love. They want it to be reciprocated too, though. This is the energy of someone that like wants to give you a compliment or wants to like flirt with you and know that you're going to flirt back. People like when you're in the energy of wanting to be in a commitment. Like, I don't know what this is about. Sometimes y'all come off like you don't want to be bothered. When you start showing up like you want to be, yeah, like some of you are actually a bit flighty, or you're always changing, or you come off like you're always on the move. Like you don't have time for a family. You don't have time for a relationship. You don't have time for love, romantic love at least. Like you have time for self-love. You have time to focus on your healing and the things that you view as important. But when you take a second to think about other people, or like including another person in your life, people are unintentionally seduced by this. It could be as simple as you like reposting something related to family or kids or marriage, or liking a post that talks about relationships. People are like, ooh, like did so and so like that post? Does so and so want to want to be married? Does so and so want to be in a relationship? Like they like that. Because a lot of you people know that you're like anxious about it, like about being in a commitment or about being in a relationship. Why is this here? This is cracking me up. Why is this here? Yeah, some of y'all are like not into, I don't know, like you're just not focused on that right now. You could be a little bit like non-committal in general, but only to like other people's things. Like I'm not getting that you're non-committal for what you want. Some of y'all could be a little selfish. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's unintentionally seductive. I think you're naturally selfish. Not in a bad way. I don't want anybody to feel bad. I mean, only you'll know. But I'm getting somebody in here, you're naturally like self-focused or selfish. So when you choose to like put yourself out there or want to talk to people, or, you know, you overcome your anxiety and go on the date, or you overcome your anxiety and say how you feel, or you start to look like you're a little bit more open to love, people are seduced by this. Some people are really seduced by your hair. Your hair could be very nice if it's long. Somebody in here has long hair. It can be short too, but I'm getting somebody might have long hair. This is very attractive. Somebody also, there's something here about you loving yourself, loving your body. Just like prioritizing your love of self. Even if people view you as selfish, Pile 8, I feel like there could have been a point in time where you weren't as selfish, or where you weren't as self-focused, or where you weren't as guarded or something like that. And people are viewing you as a bit more guarded now. And for some reason, this is seductive. Like, I feel like they are still seduced by you taking care of yourself. They just love when you actually give them a chance to also be included. Some people may even like seeing you collaborate with other people, or seeing you, like be open to other people, even if it's not them. Like, people love the idea of seeing you work with other people or be open to other people. Like, that type of energy is attractive. Seeing you interact with others, maybe supporting your friends or supporting your family members, or, like just giving other people love. Because normally you may come off a bit guarded. Some people also are unintentionally seduced by your depth. When they have the opportunity to talk to you and you go deeper than surface level with them. If you're someone that, again, tends to be on your own and doesn't really have deep conversations with people, or doesn't really try to go beyond a normal hi and bye, there's something here about the times where you really want to talk to somebody that's really seductive, or when you let them talk to you. But I really get like it's your depth that people like. People like to see what you're thinking. People want to know how you're feeling. You're hard to read. The way you're able to stay calm in very chaotic situations, unintentionally seductive. If there's ever anything crazy going on and you're just kind of like, that's cool, we can fix it, or that's not a big deal, it'll be okay. No, that's not, like, no worries. Like, I'm getting like, if you're really chill in situations where people are like, oh my gosh, this is too much, I have anxiety, da da da. Something about you being calm, maybe even calming them down, is unintentionally seductive. If you're like, why are you stressed out? People are like, I don't know. Then all of a sudden they're like, I don't know, that's kind of sexy. They're like, that's actually kind of sexy, Pile 8. Like, why are you so calm? Something about that is attractive. People also really enjoy watching you sleep. Some of you sleep in an attractive way. It's unintentionally seductive when you're asleep, or when you're resting, when you finally take a break. Yeah, like when you choose to take a break and relax and either be around your partner, or be around your friends, or be around your family, like that is seductive. Because you always seem to be, you're doing a lot. So when you're doing very little, that's unintentionally seductive. Somebody's asking you what you're doing for the day and you're like, just napping. They're like, can I come over? Like, I feel like when you're resting, people are like, can I be around you? Because they feel like they've been trying to get your attention and you've been avoiding them, or they feel like they don't get many opportunities to be around you. So when you are making time for other people, or when you are wanting to be open to them, that is very seductive. You trusting your gut is very seductive. If any of you play a sport and you're really good at like aiming for things, or like just winning. Some of you, this could just be games in general, like your competitive nature. If you are competitive and you win, or you are like really focused on winning, some people love that. They think that's attractive. They're seduced by your determination to win. This definitely is giving me determination. Somebody in here is determined to get certain things done, to live a certain way, to be a certain way. And, you know, whether it's like, I got to meet this goal in my career, I got to finish this book, I got to get my studies done, I have to focus on my health right now, I need to focus on self-love right now. Whatever you're focused on, I feel like people are seduced by your focus, but they're even more seduced by the idea of you taking your attention off of that thing you're focused on and putting it on them. All right? So, or on other people, other things that you love, which again is like very, very random. Not even random, but I guess it is unintentional, right? So that's all that I have. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you enjoyed this message. Pile 8. Thanks for watching.